In this video, we're going to look at inventory management. So inventory helps you to keep the records of your, how should I call it, your store items, not assets. Assets are different. Assets are these are fixed things that are not going to be consumed very easily, or that are going to spend a long time at the school. Let's say like a computer, let's say like a desk, let's say like a table. Those are assets. So those are just static things that at school they'll take long to get consumed or to get used up or to get despoiled. However, there are things that we keep in stores, things like sugar, things like books, things like dusters, things like anything that is temporarily or that you're going to use anytime and to get consumed. Those are what we call inventory items. So in this section, I'm going to show you how you can use this system to manage your inventory items. All right. So we have three main items in this section. We have the stock categories, and then stock batches, and then stock records. Stock categories, these are the things that you support in your stores, or the things that you support in your stores. Like let's say that if you keep Porsche in your store, if you keep books in your store, if you keep Mac pen in your store, if you keep working oil, if you keep tea leaves, anything that you keep in your store that you consume anytime, we call it a stock category, right? So the first thing that you have to do is to add the stock categories in your in the system. So to do that, you just simply come here and say new. First, make sure that the category is not there yet. Go ahead and enter the category name, then put the measuring unit that you use for, and then put the reorder level. So for example, I can put a category called how should I call it? For example, toilet papers. I think toilet paper there. Let me I don't know. I hope it's there. I hope it's sorry. They're already there anyway. All right, so let's look at this one. For example, we can say toilet papers. All right. So measuring unit you put in rolls. So you don't put plural, you put singular. So you measure per roll. So you say roll, and then reorder level is 80. It means that when they reach 80, or when they reach 80 in the system, remaining in the system they're 80, the system should be able to warn us or send us an email to ask us to renew or to reorder this item that is running out. So that is the reorder level. You can put, for example, 50. You can put any. Like at which level should the system remind you to reorder that? Then you can put here the remaining details. Okay, some details about these TPs. So you can add. You have to add all the items that you manage in your stores. Anything that is going to be used temporarily in the school and get used up, we call it a stock item. So this system will help you to keep the accountability of how these stock items are being used. So I go ahead and add it, right? So the system will show whether it is still in stock or not, depending on what you have. For example, here we have jerry cans. So we say if there are only remaining 2 jerry cans, the system should be able to warn us that there are remaining only 2 jerry cans. Something like that, all right? So you can add as many as possible, all right? You can add as many as possible. So you can see here things that are running out and those which are still in stock by just simply clicking on this filter. And then you can be able to see the different items that are in the school. For example, any item that is showing red, it means that has gone beyond the reorder level. For example, these drawing books, they're supposed to be more than 20 in stock, but you have 6, so it is showing red. It is warning us. So that you have to add all the categories first of the items that you manage at your school. So after adding the categories, now you have to do the stock taking. First, enter the items that are in the store at this moment, before you add the item that you've purchased or the one that will be purchasing. So you enter the items that are in store at this moment. So how do you do that? We go to what we call stock batches. So we assume that when you purchase items, you purchase them in form of batches, all right? And this system will track batch by batch. It will not track, like, it will not mix batches. If you buy 20 toilet papers today, when they are still 15 and tomorrow you add more, those are two different toilet paper that will be treated differently, in a way that if I take 10, I'll first ask you from which batch did you collect these 10. All right, so that the batch can be tracked one by one. So now let's say that let's say that we want to start using the system. So we first add the categories. Now the next thing is to do the stock taking and add the system that you have currently in the store into the system. The item that you have currently in the store into the system. To do that, we just simply come here to new and then select an item. For example, I can say maybe liquid soap, and then I say, oh, another thing that I'd forgot to tell you is the suppliers. You have to first add the suppliers. All right, so to add your suppliers, you just simply come here to marketplace and click on suppliers. This marketplace is also another whole thing that we shall explain later. So click on suppliers and then click new and then add the suppliers here. You add the suppliers information, because in future we shall show you how the supplier will be able to log in and post the things that they have in their stores, and then you can be able to source those items using the system. So add there the suppliers information. You can give them their passwords as well and give them the role. Of course, the role is a supplier. Make sure that you give the person a role of a supplier. So come here to role and give this person role of a supplier. So all your suppliers will be here. All your suppliers will be listed here. I hope we are together. Now after listing the suppliers, then you can be able to enter the batch records. All right, so click on new to enter new batch record. So you select an item, for example, rim. Right now, what we're doing right now, we are doing the stock taking. We are seeing which items are currently in the store and we're entering them in the system. All right, so rim, maybe you're remaining with I select with the supplier, someone X, the one who supplies us rim, and maybe current quantity, current units that are remaining. So maybe you're remaining with 10 packs of rim, and then what is the unit, okay, the price per unit. So this one will help us to find the worthy of our store. All right, maybe you can say 12,000, and then we ask you who is the stock manager, who is responsible for this rim. I can select from the employees, and then I go ahead and do the stock description. All right, maybe starting using the system or stock taking X, whatever. You just write some description here. So if you have a picture, you can go ahead and attach that picture of rim, or you can take a picture there and attach it, and then I submit. So I'll add this amount of rim on in the system. So this system will be able to see that the total price, the unit price is 12,000, and the current worth. So we have 10 packs in the system, and you can see the current worth is 120,000. So at the end of the day, you can be able to know how much worth of items do you have in the store. All right, so if I come here to the categories and I search for rim of papers, I should be able to see the current rims that we have, which are 62. So it means, we have 62. It means that there are some other rim of different batches. For example, if I come here and filter and say rim of papers, filter by category, I hope it's here, rim, say I want to see rims, I should be able to see those rims. I think it's here. Yeah, this is filtered by term, this is by item. Sorry, confuse me. So you see this one, we have a mistake here, like we entered multiple types of rims. That's why it is showing that. So you see, if we add all of these that we have, the total will be 62 rims that we have. So it is 52 of this batch plus 10 that we've just added of this batch. The total is 62, and then the total amount is 110. So this one, I think we had not implemented the calculation bit of it, but if you update, it will automatically go ahead and calculate, so you can see the total amount that is there. So let me go ahead and say maybe the rim is 120,000, quantity and unit price 120, 1 2 3, and the quantity is maybe 20 that we have in place. So it will go ahead and calculate it is, and we shall be able to figure out. See a lot of billions here. That is because I think I did not do it the right way. So it's supposed to be quantity 20, 120. This is 120,000. I had put 120. I had put 12 million. That's why it has given us a crazy figure. So 120. So you can see 52 rims. That will be that amount. So we have this worth of rims in the stores. And these are the total rims that you have in the stores. So that is how you're able to do it, to calculate the rims. So now you can be able to, you have to add all the stock items that are currently in the store. Go ahead and add them here if you want to manage the system using, and if you want to manage your store using the system. So after adding them, so the next thing is to add the stock records. Now this item, we expect them to be going out of the store every day. Now let's say that we have taken 5 rims. So you have to determine from which stock is this rim being taken from. So let's say that I'm taking 12 rims from this. All right, 12 rims from this one, or 12 packs from this one. So I just simply come and determine the stock and search it, maybe by filtering or whatever. Once I reach it, I'll always have a button here to say add a record. So this one will give us an accountability to add a record. So it will be selected by default, 12 packs there. And then I can say these rims are going out. All right, these rims are going out. And then I put, for example, 12 of them. And then I say it is someone X who is taking these rims. So I select the person who is taking the rims. And I can put here some details or some reasons why these rims are being taken. If I want to continue editing, I just simply click and say continue editing. So it will reduce those rims. And if I come here back to the list, I'll be able to see that the rims went out on that day. Let me sort in descending order. Right, I'll be able to see that the rim has gone out. I've gone out, and if I come to our inventory, let me show you. Where is it? Inventory, and I come here to stock batches. I'll be able to search maybe for my a rim of paper. Sorry, stock batches, and I search for rim. So I'll be able to see that this rim, they are originally how many? What is it? These ones. I think it's this one. They are originally more than this. We took some and it has reduced to this one that we have. All right, and the amount will update accordingly. So if I want to see how the rim has gone out, I just simply click here on the stock record. It will give me accountability of how each and everything is going out of the store. First, the most latest record. Let me see. I just simply here sorted descending. We will see the item that went out of the store from there. So at this level, I can be able to account each and every item that is going out of the out of the store. So if I come here and filter, and then say I want to filter by store category, and I put rim, and then I search, the system will show me how the rims have been going out, right? How the rims have been going out, and the total rims, and who took the rim, and then for what reason. It will also be showing up there. Yep, so that is how we manage stock. All right, that is how we manage stock. So you can be able to export this data, and you can be able to account how stock goes out. So you can as well add a stock record from here by just click on stock record and then click on new here, and then select the stock record. For example, I can say this rim. So if an item has gone out of the stock, it will not show up. So like I said, so these rims we are taking out 5, and then it is someone X who is taking these rims, and then I put some reasons. So these rims are originally what, 10. So if I take 5 and I submit, you can see that they were originally 10, they are remaining now 5. All right, and if I come here to stock out records, I can be able to see that 5 rims. I want to display the most latest records. I don't know why it's not displayed. you should be able to see that the 5 rims, okay, it is working, but I have to figure like it should display properly. The 5 rims there should be the one which have gone out and should be shown here clearly how 5 rims were taken out of the store. So there are some scenarios whereby you take maybe 25 kilograms of sugar, but you return back because maybe they are too much or something. You return back those kilograms in the store. So sugar is in the store. So to do that, you just simply come and say new, and then you select a record that is being returning back. It belongs to which stock. So I can go ahead and say I select the stock, and then I say it is in. So in the other one was stock out, then I see this one says stock in. Let's say that we are returning back to what? 2 rims, alright? Maybe because they are too much and we are returning back. So I put the person who is returning them back and put some reason. Okay. Then second editing and submit. So you'll see here they have turned to become 7. Why? Because 2 were brought back. And if you come here to the stock out records, it should be able to show you clearly how 2 rims were returned by a certain person. So that is the stock management. There's a small error here that I'm going to fix. It's supposed to show the most latest record and how things are going out and in. You can filter here. You can see maybe I want to see items that were supplied, stock records but were supplied by a certain supplier. I want to see those items that were taken by a specific employee. I want to see those items of specific category. I want to see items of this particular term only. I want to see items by the stock batch. I want to see item of a certain stock batch. I think the reason why the other one we are not showing is because of the other term. You see here, they are showing clearly if we specify the term. They are showing things of an old term, and it will be fixed. So I can be able to see them here. So if I filter by this term, I can be able to see this item that we took 12, we took 2, 5, and then we returned back 2. So everything will be explained here at this level. So yeah, so that is how the stock works. So you can be able to export this data. You can be able to follow up and know how things are going out of the store and how they're coming in the store. And this can help you to make the budget of the next term. Like when the school begins, you can depend on that to make the budget, and you can even analyze that data and make decisions depending on how things are being used in the stores. So having this kind of digital data, it helps you. It can really help you. And you can click on this generate report. Among the items that will be in the report, it will show you the stock items in details, right? To show you the stock items in details and how they gone out, and I mean just show them in form of summary. So it can show you that you have 30 bars of soap, you have 0 gl packets of powder. So it can give you that kind of report of the store depending on the records that you have in the system. So that is the store management for you. You can ask any question or request for more features that you can add in the store management or the inventory management, but for now that's what we've got for you about inventory management. See you in the next training video.